Over the last 2 years, Israel has seen a record number of unicorns, and it shows no sign of slowing down. Israel's unique society and culture, strong economy, government support, and global-first market approach play a large role in why they are so successful. Startup Nation Central is an NGO that was founded to connect countries and companies from around the world with Israeli tech innovation. So Avi, you've made a lot of contributions from the public sector and the private sector towards advancing the Israeli innovation economy, including the Israel Innovation Authority, which you founded and chaired. What have been some of the biggest moves Israel has made to take a leadership position globally in innovation?
Israel, in quite a short time, managed to position itself as one of the world's leading innovation hubs. And the key word to remember here, Anthony, is ecosystem. So we really managed to build a vibrant, well-functioning ecosystem, which doesn't only have the different components, scientific research and startups and financial capital, but also a flow of people, ideas, and knowledge between all the participants. And a lot of it happened because of smart innovation policies that started a long time ago, but with working together, public and private sector alike, really pushed us to where we are today.
So what were a couple of the key policy moves that were made that you think really propelled the ecosystem forward?
So I think besides just opening up the economy, which was a big move by itself and liberalized the markets, giving Israelis the access to both global financing and knowledge, really the chief scientists brought forward, and this is late 80s, early 90s, so a long time ago,
right,
a few iconic programs that really made Israel into what it is today. The first one was the one that created the venture capital industry. Almost overnight, from no venture capital in Israel, a dozen funds were created in a program called Yozma. And now, of course, last year, $26 billion invested into Israeli startups. So obviously a great move there.
A great success.
And there were similar programs in incubators trying to fund that early, very risky early stage of companies, and also programs designed to increase the collaboration between industry and academia, which in many countries is a huge pitfall.
You've managed to also build a really exciting angel investor community, and you've created some policies and laws around that. How's that been effective?
So angel investors are becoming a very important part of early stage financing. And by the way, angel investors bring not just money, they also bring the knowledge, the know-how, the help to build companies. What we try to do in the government when I was still there is really to design the policies that will incentivize and give tax benefits to angel investors. So we've created quite an aggressive scheme where angel investors can recognize that investment that they made in a seed stage companies, similar to a charitable donation, getting the full tax benefit for that. That has pushed forward and continues to push forward.
That's
this sort of
exciting.
investment.
As an angel investor myself, I'm wanting to come to Israel because of that.
You're
that
invited.
law. Well, and you've been advising governments around the world on how to build better innovation ecosystems. There's been so much success here. What are the one or two key things that Startup Nation Central is doing that separates it from the other ecosystem development activities going on in other countries?
So at Startup Nation Central, part of what we do is exactly that, actually. We work with governments, and when I'm saying governments, it's not necessarily federal governments. Sometimes it's easier to make a change on a region level, province, city, and so on. And what we try to do when we work with them is really show the Israeli model, because Israel can be a great canary in a coal mine in many aspects. And we always, make sure to give extra caution. Don't try to copy and paste. It's not going to work.
Yeah, replicating is not the answer.
Replicating doesn't work because you need to adjust it to your own culture, your own assets, your own capabilities, your own desires. We've built one model of an innovation ecosystem, but it's not the only model. And yet, having said so, there are a lot of best practices you could learn from, and you could also be inspired from the story. And I've certainly had a lot of sit-downs with heads of states, including for your home countries and other countries, trying to show the Israeli models and work together to see how we can bring forward, because I truly believe that it's never a zero-sum game. And if we collaborate, Israel with other places around the world, it doesn't diminish our strength, it actually makes us stronger.
Well, Israel has consistently batted above its weight on a per capita basis in innovation. What's the secret sauce been to achieve that?
So that's probably the question I heard mostly in the past 25 years, because a lot of people want the recipe. And the recipe is somewhat hard to copy as such. The short answer, by the way, it's very simple to create an innovation ecosystem. All you need is human capital and financial capital. That's all you need. Of course, implementing that...
And the cultural mindset, though.
Because you need different types of human capital. You need ideas people, researchers many times and others. You need entrepreneurs, totally different type of people. You need managers that can scale up companies. You need product managers. You need commercial people. You need many types of people coming together. And the same goes with financial capital, because you want anything from public funding to venture capital to the growth capital. Right. So it's quite complicated, and it's a journey that you need to go through. One thing that I always talk about is the culture of entrepreneurship and celebrating entrepreneurship, which is part of what you do here, right? We need to make the innovators and the entrepreneurs role models.